with The Matrix 4 that was announced today as we're recording this, which is Tuesday.
The one article I read, I didn't get to read a lot of them. It just only quoted one Wachowski sister on board, which was Lana. Didn't say the other one.
Right. Lana's going to direct and write The Matrix 4, which will include Neo and Trinity.
Yeah.
Because why not?
Because both of them died in the last movie they did. So, for those of you who may not be familiar with the Matrix trilogy, you should go watch the 1999 The Matrix, and then you should go watch other things. Because the next two movies are pretty terrible, and then your two heroes die in the third film. So how can they come back?
Science fiction wibbly wobbly stuff. Like
they just inject their souls into some new babies.
I think they're going to Inception it, and it's the real world is actually the real world, the Matrix real world, and it's a Matrix within a Matrix.
I hate the words you just said.
So they're going to find each other in the real world.
Please stop talking.
This is why Will Smith turned down the role, by the way.
That is not why he did it.
He did it to do Wild Wild West.
Yes, he did.
Wikiwa.
Which I maintain, not a good movie, but it's fun.
Yeah, the villain is great.
Kenneth Branagh's hilarious.
Look, it has fewer terrible sequels than The Matrix.
I mean,
that's a fact.
It also has more robotic spiders than The Matrix.
It does, and less Jesus ideology.
Yeah, checks out.
There's a lot of that in the, especially the third Matrix movie, but there's a lot of that in the Matrix trilogy.
We are 3 minutes in, and there's a lot to unpack based on what we just said already. I'm not quite sure. Right. Maybe we should just skip things.
So I mean, they're doing a Matrix 4. It doesn't make a lot of sense. We only know those three people are attached to it. And by people, I'm sorry, I guess I didn't say it's actually Keanu Reeves and
they're writing the Keanu good wave that's going on for him right now. It's clearly what's going on.
I think you're right. Yeah.
There comes a time in every white male actor's life where he reaches a point and wants to do sequels to everything he's already done. Now, Keanu is kind of an outlier. He's not just white. He's a little white. But still, he's following in the steps.
Also, he has the success to actually be able to do that. If you talk about somebody like Steve Buscemi, if he wanted to do something, if he wanted to do a sequel to every movie he's ever made, then I'm pretty sure that he doesn't have the star power to pull that.
If Steve
as much as we love him.
wanted to do like Fargo 2.
Yes.
Or
with Nicolas Cage?
If he was the one who is like, man, I just really want to get the Coen brothers to do Big Lebowski 2 and write me back in, I'd be like, okay, Steve. You were the most disrespected character in that movie. Okay.
Neither of you called me out on my mistake just then. You said Steve
No, we
Buscemi,
ignored it.
And I thought you were talking about Con Air.
Yeah.
Which I'd really love to see a sequel to.
Why?
Because it's ridiculous. Con Air is amazing. Come on,
I know
Ryan,
you want to see a sequel to it.
Nicolas
you would
Cage
not.
Yes, but I'm an outlier, clearly.
You would not turn that down.
I mean, it could be an hour and a half of Nicolas Cage's mullet wig blowing in the wind. I guess it wasn't really a mullet, but you know what I mean, blowing in the wind.
Oh, it wasn't a wig.
Yeah. And plus that accent. Like, I could just listen to him talk to me in that accent for an hour and a half, and I would pay $5 for that.
I always forget, like, all the people in that. Like, wasn't it like John Malkovich and John Cusack? And
then... Is it Steve Austin?
Machete himself was in there.
Oh,
Danny Trejo.
Yeah.
Who just
Steve
saved,
Buscemi was in there, right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's why I thought we were talking about Con Air for a minute. Because I thought I heard someone say Nicolas Cage, and my brain
probably did. Yeah. It just happens sometimes.
Ryan says it so many times in his head, he has no idea which times he verbalizes it.
I'm just constantly thinking it. Sometimes it just comes out in conversation.
Oh, my God. Like, how happy would you be if Dark Crystal Age of Resistance had a season 2 and they hired Nicolas Cage?
I mean, I'd be a happy
worlds
person.
colliding,
I'd be a very happy person.
Would he just be himself? He'd be the first human in the Dark Crystal?
He'd be the first Landstrider voice we hear.
Yes. Oh, that's exactly what he would be.
Exactly, right?
Exactly.
It's perfect.
He's a Landstrider.